We're recording. Let me check my light.
That's better. I think that's where we were.
I think it's where we were. It's okay.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back
To episode 11.
11
11.
of
We have yarn for that.
If you're just joining us for the first time, I'm Kate,
I'm Rachel.
and here we are in my kitchen on summer vacation.
Woo! I may have started mine a little earlier than I was supposed to, but
I mean,
whatever. It's fine.
Yes.
It's fine. We're officially on summer break. We do not have children until you go back after Labor Day too?
Yes.
We do not have children until September
5th.
Yeah.
September 5th.
Yeah.
And I don't know about your district, but we go back for 4 days of PD that last week of August.
We have one, the Friday.
We have Monday through Thursday with Friday off.
Stupid. They can't even put us on the same schedule. So we can't have one more beach day to sneak in.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Nope. That last week. It's real rough. But
Dumb.
I'm not going to think about it.
Nope. Oh, wait. Ours might be the Thursday, and then the Friday is like an optional day. I did not take set optional. I did not go in for set optional day last year. So if that's the case, we'll squeeze our last beach day in then.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that there was something about like implementing right to read or something we have to learn how to do. So we'll see.
Yep, more things.
It'll be developed professionally.
Woohoo.
Mm-hmm.
Just what we need.
Yeah.
Because we're not developed professionally enough yet.
Nope.
So anyway.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a lot of things.
You are.
Guys, I have 2 FOs after last weekend. 2!
Such a big deal.
Which means I got to start my fun project. So I finished my bumpy cardigan. I had to make it, see what I mean about the sleeves being like a smidge short. So I feel like if I were to make this again, I would have made this a size up just to get, like it closes, but I think I would like it a little bit more closey across my boobs. And then pattern called for 6 skeins. I had 6 skeins. I used all 6 skeins, and I had to cut it a little bit short. So I wish I had enough to do an actual last wrist repeat. Like I feel like the body length is okay, but I feel like I do kind of want it in the wrists. But it's fine.
It is fine. It's like bracelet length.
It is bracelet length, but I like it a lot. It's super cozy. This is my first fully non-superwash garment that's not with like suri. So big fan. It's pilly though. I thought it would hold up better. It's like pilly. No, I guess it's just like everything else.
Yeah.
So again, this
beautiful.
Was a custom color from Sam because 2 episodes ago Kate showed me some Mad Tosh
DK.
And I'm like, oh, that color would be perfect, but she did not have enough. And so I sent pictures to Sam while we were podcasting, and then Sam dyed this, and it is perfect.
I wonder if I'll have enough. I have 4.
You will not have enough. You will not have enough.
Okay.
You will not have enough. And then this is Never You Weary from Spin Cycle that I got at Stitch Supply on local yarn store day. And it is just delightful, and I love it so much. And my other whip is the Anker Summer shirt from Petite Knit. If I were to knit this one again, I would also knit it a size bigger because these holes right here, they're not supposed to be there. These are the increase holes. But I made it a size, it calls for like no ease. So I made probably a little bit too small, so then I really blocked it and then the holes are really apparent, but it's fine.
They look intentional.
At least they're even, and what yarn is this?
Plymouth.
Plymouth. It's Plymouth.
Something that makes you think blue.
The color is cerulean.
There we go.
Sea Isle cotton. So this is a chainette plied cotton, 50-50 merino cotton blend. It really is nice. Like it's got a really nice feel for summer. So like I can definitely see myself using this yarn for like other summery projects, but it's nice. I've worn it like 3 or 4 times already. Kate already saw me in this exact outfit, minus the cardigan on Monday, but I'm like, I didn't feel like packing them, so I'm like, I'm just gonna wear them. It's fine.
So did you say that was more worsted weight than sport?
This is this cotton. They told me is worsted weight. It's
Okay.
sport weight.
It's sport.
It is for
okay.
sure sport weight.
And the Anker summer shirt calls for.
I don't
Do
remember.
you know? Oh,
I'll look it up.
like were you looking for worsted?
I was looking with this yarn specifically. I went into Ravelry and I looked up this yarn and I saw that people had used it to make this pattern. And I went,
okay.
perfect. It calls for
How is Ravelry not an app yet?
DK. Calls for DK.
Got it.
I don't know. There are like apps, but they're not good.
Yeah.
So it's just dumb.
It's dumb.
No wool today?
No wool today. I have
That's
on
okay.
my knitting t-shirt from Fangirl Fibers. It says hi. Oh no.
Oh,
it's
that's
me.
who it's from.
Yeah,
You couldn't figure it out.
I couldn't figure it out. It was Fangirl Fibers. And you know why I ended up ordering it? Because before the Fangirl Fibers trunk show during local yarn stores
Day.
I went on her site because I wanted to see colors ahead of time. And she didn't have a lot of yarn stocked on there, but she had these shirts. It's me. Hi, I'm the knitter. It's me. So it's my like Taylor Swift. It's my Swiftie knitting shirt. Not a huge Taylor Swift fan,
I like the shirt though.
but I like the shirt
Yeah.
and I like the color. It came in lots of colors. And I have on my earrings from Kitty with a Cupcake. They're little yarn balls.
Which we'll talk about because I didn't bring my pins because I didn't bring my backpack, but we did some damage at the trunk show.
We did.
It was fun.
Just thinking about I wonder where I put my progress keepers. Like
I
I'm
have
missing
mine.
a couple of them.
I threw mine in here because every 2 inches I'm supposed to increase. I tossed them in here. I have them.
Did we get the same one?
We did get the
Okay,
same ones,
great.
plus a mermaid.
So we're covered.
We're covered. We got the stitch markers.
So yeah, I didn't wear any wool today. I was outside playing with my daughter. She's down for her nap now.
Owen's at daycare. He's fine.
Yeah.
A lot of everybody else brought their kids to school today. I'm like, no, he's going to daycare.
Yeah, it's so much harder to bring your kid.
Last year I took him, and because we were leaving for vacation, because we had the one
that's
snow
right,
day and
yes.
it pushed us over. So I took him in, and we stayed for an hour, and then we left and went on vacation. What is it? There's nothing to do on the last day of school when you
No.
teach high school, and there you have nothing
There's
to
no
do.
kids.
There's no kids.
Exams are done.
Exams are done. Grades are done. It just, I'm not complaining,
Right.
but it's just, what do you want me to do?
And you don't have a classroom.
I do not have a classroom to clean. I don't have a desk to clean. So,
Books to count. Like,
no, we don't use,
Yeah.
who uses books?
At my school, our social studies department had textbooks.
Okay. Yeah, we don't.
But the kids had to bring back at the end of the year. So they got to keep one at home, and then she had another class set for in-class use.
Oh,
So there were enough books for the kids to all keep one at home, and then about
have a class set.
30 more for a class set.
I think AP classes have books, but that's it.
Yeah. I always kind of wish there was like a really good textbook out there that would just give me all the things I need.
Yeah, but
it doesn't
then
exist.
Into every 10 years, they need to be updated.
Yes,
Who's going to
yes.
pay for them to get
No, they
updated?
won't. And then you end up with
So-
old books.
old books that are useless, which is why we
Mhm.
don't use books.
And we have plenty of those on our shelves.
But anyway, we're going to refrain
Oh,
from
yes.
talking about teaching
We're on
for the next
vacation.
10 weeks because we done.
And because I have PTSD, I'm going to make sure we're still recording.
I think that
We are.
one time really scared us. We recorded like a whole episode, and
Play-Doh.
your phone died?
It stopped recording for some reason, like every once in a
Oh,
while.
okay.
and
So
then
this
it
wasn't,
died.
and then it died a different time. So
We
if-
had recorded like one section 3 times.
Yeah. Oh my God. And you could definitely tell by the
We
third
weren't
time
excited.
we were not as excited. No. So little PTSD, but we're still recording, so we're good.
Still in summer break.
We're still in summer break.
Yeah.
I had lobster Benedict and a Bloody Mary.
Oh,
It was
so
great.
jealous. That sounds so good.
I told Dylan, I'm like, can we get a fancy dinner tonight? And he's like, reminder, we are going on vacation on Monday. I'm like, oh yeah.
And yeah.
That's what credit cards
So,
are for.
A fancy dinner could
Not
just
like-
be like any dinner I don't have to cook.
Right, any
Clean
dinner
up
I don't have
after.
to. That is what a fancy dinner is at this point. Something that's not Taco Bell.
Yes.
I don't have to clean. I don't have to cook.
Mhm.
I'm out of the house. I can even wait until we get home to have a couple of drinks. Still have half a bottle of wine from last weekend.
Ooh.
I got a bottle of wine when I got the charcuterie board. It was a good I gotta send you a picture. It was a good red wine. She's like, "You want to try it?" I'm like, "Sure." And I'm like, "That one." She's like, "I figured."
Love
Good.
a red.
I'll have to send you a picture.
Do you want a glass right now?
I debated stopping at the liquor store on the
I've
way
got
here
wine.
to
We've
get
got
a bottle of wine.
We've got wine.
We're on vacation.
We are on vacation.
If you
I
wanna
got champagne in the fridge. Pink champagne.
If you want to crack champagne or a bottle of wine, I feel like either one is equally deserved right now.
Do you want to talk about what you're knitting? I'm going to turn off my microphone, and I will be right back.
Guys, I'm so excited. So this goes into acquisitions a little bit too, but so Sari Nordland released her sunset camisole pattern, which I saw when she was asking for testers, and I didn't apply to test it because I really don't like testing things. I'm not like Kate. I don't like being on a deadline. I did apply and I got to test the bumpy cardigan, but I loved this pattern. And I had just finished the shawl, and like I knew that even if I didn't get picked, I was still gonna make it. But so anyway, she was putting out the call for testers, and I saw it, and I'm like, I gotta make that cardigan, that tank top. And so I started asking. I'm like, okay, what color do I make it in? I'm like, I can go with pink, but I'm like, I make a lot of things in pink. Not that there's anything wrong with pink, as I have yarn to make another pink tank top in this bag right now that I will be showing you momentarily. But somebody suggested to me like a neon chartreuse color, and I'm like, oh, I'm apparently all about the neons right now. And so Angie told me about Frankie Gray Fibers, and so I snagged 3 skeins of this. It's called Lemon Limey. And I got it on DK because the tank top is on sport weight, but the sport weight that she used has like 280 yards per skein, and this is 240, so I'm like, close enough. And it is wool, so it's not going to drape as well, but it's fine. This color is perfect. So when I ordered it, there was a sale going on, so I think it was like $60 with shipping for 3 skeins of yarn. Total win. So this yarn came in last week, and my motivation to get to knit with it was I had to finish my cardigan, and then I had to finish my Anchor summer shirt, and I finished both of them on what, Saturday? I think I finished on Saturday. I finished the cardigan Friday. I must have finished the tee on Sunday.
Yeah,
so
they
Sunday
were consecutive because you blocked.
Yeah, I blocked, and I spent a lot of time blocking this
and
weekend.
You were here Monday wearing Anchor.
I was here Monday wearing the thing and knitting on my tank top. So I started this on Sunday, and I hit a little snafu. So it starts by you knit 4 triangles, and then you join them all together. And so Dylan lovingly called it my hooker bikini because it's like to here. I would put it
Like
on over the
bikini.
sweater to show you, but I don't want to do any damage to your eyes. But it's pretty funny. So, and then from there,
you can't help but shimmy. That's why.
woo, we have to shimmy in jazz this year, and I'm like, ugh. It's fine. It's fine. But it's like, there's a lot more to shimmy now than there was when I was in high school.
We have a
woohoo!
La Marca Prosecco Rosé.
Very excited about this.
I've never tried this, but it looked really good.
So I did the I-cord straps last night, and I joined them together. Woo! And then I blocked it because this thing kept curling like crazy, and I kept grafting things together wrong and twisting things. I'm like, whatever, I'm just going to block it. And then I tried it on this morning, and it was real big. So I had to frog, not completely, but so I frogged back to when they were individual triangles, and I ripped out some rows and rejoined them together, and I think it's going to fit a whole lot better now. But it's so much fun. I've never worn in my life anything in this color, and I'm very, very excited.
We'll find you on the beach.
Yeah, I will be very easy to find on the beach. I will be easy to find at school. I told Dylan he'll never be able to lose me again.
Do you think I have to put this in the fridge? Keep it cold?
Maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, apparently it's my hot girl summer is neon summer. That's apparently where I'm at right now.
Love that for you.
And I'm kind of okay with it. It's a lot of fun. So that is what I'm working on. So I have this, and this will be coming to Disney with me because at this point it's just stockinette. It's really basic, so I don't have to think too much. I also caked up the yarn for my, what's it called? I guess I'll show the yarn now. The shawl that I'm going to be making. So I got this yarn. This is Fangirl Fibers yarn. I got it on local yarn store today. And one of the colors is called Use the Force Luke. So I'm like, I'm going a Flyaway Twist. That's the one from Vera Valimaki. So I'm going to also be taking this with me, and I plan on casting this on at the airport. And we'll see how far I get.
So good.
So this one's called Use the Force Luke because it's like his TIE fighter. I'm not a Star Wars person. I'm doing this for my husband. But it also reminds me a lot of BB-8, which is fun. And then this peachy color is called Dapper. So the shawl is really fun. It looks like with this color, I'll just be doing like a garter panel.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do some brioche, and then you put a big border all around the outside. So that'll be with this one.
Mm-hmm.
But these are going to be my two whips of the moment. Plus, I caked up some other yarn in case I get bored, so I have something challenging for my brain.
Tank top yarn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's lace. So if I need a challenge, I got lace.
Before I get into my things.
Cheers.
Cheers. Mmm.
That is good.
That is good.
Yep. We need that right now.
What I'm working
You are
on.
killing it on this. And like, I'm still torn on Woolen Folk, but
I'm going.
I know you're going.
Come for the ride. Sit in the grass. Bring a chair.
Like, I really want to
We
get
don't
some
have
of
to
her
stay
yarn
long.
for a sweater now because, oh my God.
She's having a sale right now.
Don't
Sorry.
tell me that.
She's
Now
not.
I gotta go
She
look.
doubled her prices.
What's the sale?
I think it's 15% on what's in stock
Damn it, Kate.
because she's on vacation. So
Ugh.
I ordered some. I ordered 2 skeins to make like a tank.
You tell me this after you place your order.
Shipping was free.
Oh. I'm gonna look.
Let's see. So I am working on the
It's so
Stego
good.
sweater.
Guys, the squish is so good.
This is by Mary Hunt, Hunt Hand Knits. It's coming at the end of July, beginning of August.
You're
So
gonna have that done in no time.
Yeah. So my deadline is the end of August. She hasn't sent us the entire pattern yet.
Oh.
Still waiting for sleeve details.
Are there things on the sleeves?
There are.
Okay.
So I think like this pattern with the chevron and the
all right. The
footprints will be
Oh my
on
God.
the cuffs
I just love.
and at the hem.
How much of a pain in the ass is it to knit this?
Oh, like just the random specs?
Yeah.
Not really, because it helps me keep count.
Okay.
So it was like 3 gray, 1 pink, 3 gray, 1 pink. So it was a 48 stitch chart repeat. I think I repeated 6 times because I have 6 stegos. Yeah, 2 on the front, 2 on the back, 1 on each arm. For some reason, for some sizes, they needed to split for the sleeves in the pattern. And that's what she was having a difficult time
Okay.
sizing.
Yep.
And like she had some tech editing snags.
Yep.
So I have the body of the pattern, and I knit just stockinette now until 4.5 inches from where I want it to end, because then there's another section of color work and then the hem.
Okay.
And then the sleeves, and I think right before the ribbing for the cuff, there's some more based on her pictures. But I'm really excited about this. The yarn is amazing. I used the suggested yarn, but not the suggested colors. So
I love the colors you picked. I'm listening. I'm also just buying the Caitlin Hunter pattern.
Okay.
So that I can look
What's
at
that called
yarn.
again? 'Cause I
Alpine
want that
Bloom.
too. Alpine Bloom. That is beautiful. Alpine
I
Bloom.
love it. But now it's been cycled.
I'm sure you got something.
I probably, you know what? I probably do have something, but am I going to look at Yarnaceous? Yep.
Yes. So anyway, this is Yarnaceous Fibers Bronto DK.
Squish is so good.
It is so good.
It is so, like, it's so squish, like, it's so
Yes.
good.
This is my second time using her yarn. I did the Cryptids cow.
Yep.
In Camera DK, I think it was called. And this is Bronto DK, and it is.
You know what the difference is?
You know, not off the top of my head.
Okay.
This is 85 Superwash 15 nylon, 246 yards.
It's really soft.
The dark gray is La Brea Tar Pit, and the pink is called Morganite, which
Not
is apparent.
floral morganite.
Just morganite.
Just
But apparently,
morganite.
like things with morganite, that's my vibe right now.
Yep.
So I have this that I've been working on.
So good.
Another whip that I need to finish is my Hythe hat. I needed to do an additional section repeat because my row
It's
gauge
looking
wasn't.
good.
My row gauge was off. Thank you. This is
Looking
still
good.
scary. I think. Oh, my ice cubes are being made. So something that scares me is doing like the decreases for the hat, but I'll do it.
My decreases were definitely on the sloppier side.
Okay, so I'm gonna try my best. Definitely gonna put a lifeline right before the decreases.
And
so
a pom pom. That will help.
And a pom pom could help. I have got pom poms, so I definitely want to finish this soon. I've been putting it on hold because I know it's gonna be hard, so I'm procrastinating.
Yeah.
And I started the day I bought this a Cozy Classic raglan in
It's so
junk
good.
yarn. What does she call this?
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Nostalgia DK, which is 100% superwash merino boucle. This is called Rewind Barbie.
It's so good.
It is so good. And it's got pinks and purples and blues and greens and yellows. And it's like watercolors. So pretty. So I've been working on that. I brought that to school the last couple days. But yeah, that's my whips. What are you looking up? Oh, the difference?
No, I'm looking at the yarn she has because I think I need 3.
Can you see what camera DK is?
Yes.
While you're there.
Nope, not there anymore.
Huh.
She has Petra DK 7525, Bronto DK, and then Diplo, which is 100% superwash.
Maybe it was something she was just trying
Maybe
out
for
and didn't stick with.
All right, let's see what she has. But also, I want yarn from the Scranton Stitchers Boys for Now collection because I love Bob's Burgers and I love Boys for Now, and I'm like, I don't. Oh, maybe I'll get that instead.
I purchased. What did I buy? Like my phone.
How do I know her yarn's on sale? Where do I find the thing?
Whatever's in stock.
So well, automatically.
Yeah.
So all this is in stock.
Yes, unless it says pre-order.
Okay.
So she said a lot of the gemstones might not be because, so if they're not in stock, what did I buy yesterday? This one.
Ooh.
Paleo Botany.
Ooh.
I got 2 skeins of that.
Oh, I think that would be really pretty with olive for the Caitlin Hunter one.
That would be really pretty.
I don't need to be looking at yarn while we're podcasting about the yarn that I've already had. That's fun. Damn it. All right, I'll look at this later.
That reminded me of you because of mermaids.
Because mermaids, I know.
I also bought something online off some store website that I'd never heard of before because they had Malabrigo 25% off. So I bought a sweater quantity of Cowboy. It's like a navy blue denim color.
Oh my god.
But I wanted another mullet over sweater or a camp pullover.
I love.
So I knew I needed a sweater's quantity.
That's probably my most worn long sleeve sweater. And I don't know if it's because it's gray or because it's basic and literally goes with everything, but
could be both.
Could be both.
So I wanted something non-pink, but we'll see.
As you have pink in front of you.
Pinks and purples and a little bit of blue. But yeah, I have a lot more yarn to show this time for acquisitions than I thought I did. When I started pulling it out right before you came, I was like, oh God, I'm the problem. I am the problem.
That's okay.
But
yeah, these are really fun.
They are really fun.
That one is super mermaidy. I might have to go with that one. Oops. Oh no, she only has it fingering, sold out. She only has it worsted. How many worsteds? How many does she have?
Enough for a hat?
I don't. Well, I'm going to see if I can add more.
Oh, if you go to the shopping cart and click edit, you can change the quantity.
I can change the quantity. Okay.
I thought I wanted edit quantity.
Quantity. Let's see if I can get 6. Update. I can get 6. Oof.
Let's see, $42.
That's like 2 free skeins.
So they're $21 a piece, which I think is a pretty good deal.
That. I'll think about it. I got time. Also, we're going to Disney, and I need to not spend money so I can spend all my money at Disney. I've been looking at restaurants, And like Katie said that she doesn't like a lot of the sit down nice restaurants in Hollywood Studios, but that the quick service ones are good. So I'm looking at the quick service restaurants. I'm like, all right, this also looks good because quick service means they're generally cheaper
Okay. And faster because you're there on a
and
limited
faster,
amount
yeah.
of time.
And you can like order with those ahead of time.
Oh, cool. So
Yeah.
you can like swing in, get your food, eat, and go.
Go, chew and screw.
Love that. Perfect.
Yeah, we'll see.
And
I
I'm
will
sure,
think
like,
about it.
If you changed your mind when you're down there, you could probably like make a reservation if you needed to, or
A lot of them are already booked.
oh,
Yeah,
never mind.
but it's okay. It's
That
fine.
is okay.
I'll make it work. But that's really. I did just get a worsted sweater quantity of the Oopsie yarn though, which was half off. That's why I bought
true.
it.
You might not love all those colors together in a sweater.
In a sweater, yeah.
Of a worsted weight sweater.
Anyway, now that I have been sufficiently distracted, it's really
Mm-hmm.
pretty. Well, maybe if I get a different, I can add a skein to that for a hat. The gemstones are pretty.
They are. These are gemstones.
Those are gemstones.
Mhm. So yes, so I definitely want to see Arnasius at Woolen Folk Rhinebeck weekend. So I didn't know she would be there until I happened to see on her website yesterday, upcoming events, she had listed Woolen Folk. So yeah, so pretty.
Be fun for another weekender.
It would be a fun weekender. A mermaid weekender.
Might happen. Yeah, we're still waiting. Like the Woolen Folk vendors list is coming out slowly. I think, we're good with Indie Untangled.
Yeah, I don't.
We only recognized a few of the vendors on that list, and I didn't recognize
anybody.
Oh,
I feel like my yard.
I know some of them. I wasn't there was one person on that list that I would like to see, but she's a stitch marker person, and
Okay.
I can like just get them online too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't super blown away by much about Indie Untangled this year, so I think we're officially not going to Indie. We're still waiting for information on Cake Palooza, but Cake Palooza is where a lot of us did the most damage last year, so I have the feeling we'll be going to Cake Palooza again. And then Woolen Folk, it's in a different place this year, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
So some of us might go to Woolen Folk, and some of us might just hang out around Woodstock and Saugerties and like explore the town for the day, because apparently it's really cute. I don't know.
I'm also interested if somebody who went to Woolen Folk before goes this time to like share their perspective, because like to me, I've never been before, so it'd be like, this is what it is, and
well, that just the facilities they had last year were great. Like it was like a cement patio and everything was covered. There were bathrooms right there. Like the food trucks could pull right up. It was great.
So this year we'll see. It's at an
This year
orchard.
we'll see. It's an apple orchard, which apparently they do weddings at. So like it does do events.
So they probably have a large tent.
I don't know.
An event tent, I imagine, if they do weddings. It's usually at night.
Maybe, or sometimes you have to rent them separately.
Oh.
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. Still waiting for more information. But yes, we've both been busy bees.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Still recording.
we talked about whips. Shall we talk about acquisitions? Miss, I have piles of things over here.
I don't know when I bought that. I know, but like when. So I did way too much damage at the Junk Yarn Trunk Show,
which was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was great.
Kemper is a lovely person, and Emily of Kitty with a Cupcake. I like did more damage on pins almost than I did on yarn. Like it was surprising.
I definitely did more yarn. So I've got my Rewind Barbie.
So good.
My boucle, which I've always wanted to knit with, and it's like knitting up like a fleece sweater.
Yeah, it's really cool. Kemper was knitting a cozy classic with the boucle, and so that inspired everybody to want to make a boucle cozy classic.
And I think I sat there at the table talking with everybody, holding the skeins for like at least a half an hour.
Way too long.
And then I made that purchase. But prior to that, this is what I went for.
Yep.
Well, I went for these earrings, which I was very excited to find, and these stitch markers that are actually Rachel's.
But you have some too.
Yes, but I have them too. I just can't find them all. But this is my the
totally, what is it
Totally
called?
90s.
Totally 90s tour.
So there's
I don't want water. I want this.
a cassette. There's a pink Game Boy. There's a floppy disk. There's a little white
Nintendo
Nintendo controller. And Rachel also got, well, I don't want to steal your.
That's fine.
Rachel also got this cute little like mermaid tail.
Because, hi, have you met me?
So these are super cute. So I got some of those.
So we both got these.
And another thing I had gone for junk yarn was I wanted some of her cotton.
What are you doing with it again?
I forgot the name of this tee. Shoot. I forgot the name of the tee. But it's like an open lace tee that you'd wear like a cami underneath. Oh, my neighbor's outside. We got new neighbors behind us, and
Have
I haven't met them yet.
Okay.
No, just their dog.
They both met the dog.
Yeah, that's not the guy I thought it was.
Oh.
Maybe it's not the couple I thought it was. There was a really cool couple who checked out the house, and like my daughter was talking to their son, and they were around the same age, and I was really hoping that they would be the people who bought the house. They do have a little boy, but now I don't know how old he is. But anyway, I got this cotton, and he's also Ken, and this is going to be a summer tee, which I should probably cast on soon so I have it for summer. But it also might end up being a Rhinebeck shirt.
That's okay.
Because it might be warm.
I think it's going to be warm.
And I bought these sparkly babies because I wanted to make, and now I don't know if I still do, the Barbie crop, which will be coming soon. I didn't get picked for the test knit, but I was hopeful. I've got begonia, wood sorrel, and ice skater on starlet sock. It's a
Those
2-ply.
would go with this yarn.
With this?
Yeah, this.
My gray?
Yeah, your gray.
I know, that's what I was thinking was going to be my Barbie crop.
Oh.
And then I would have enough because if I make this, I need more yarn anyway. So I might put Bumpy on hold, and Bumpy can be something I shop for at Rhinebeck.
You can do that.
I could do that.
I have my Rhinebeck list, although now I think I need to update it because one of the things I was planning to get yarn for at Rhinebeck, I just bought yarn for.
Gotcha. I have to start making my list. But anyway, these are sparkly, but like subtly sparkly.
Sometimes sparkle is...
It's kind of like a hint.
Too much.
If you look at it at a certain
Hers
light,
is like perfect.
Glitters. It's got my hair in there. And so that's what I got at the Junk Yarn Trunk Show. I definitely overdid it there. And then I submitted and was accepted for the Tiffany Lynn test knit highlights pullover.
Bad,
I know.
Bad.
Says the girl who says no more test knits. And I got some Corey confetti at the Mermaid's Pearl, which is local to me. And this is Graybow number 4
with
Flora Morganite on Wensley worsted. So I got that, which I'm excited for. I might have an extra Graybow that I'll either return or make a hat with in the future.
There you go.
And then this was like...
Kate has speedy fingers, is what this is called.
We were plotting.
We did plot.
The week that we knew that... What the heck is this called?
Dear Diary.
Dear Diary. Love spell. I was thinking like the purple body spray from Victoria's Secret.
I mean, it fits in the era.
It does.
It fits in the era.
It's going to be my love spell sweater. But anyway, Dear Diary from Spin Cycle.
It's so good.
This is their Dyed in the Wool.
Yep,
Dyed in the Wool. And we each wanted 4 skeins. I originally wanted 2, but then I was like, no, I don't want 4. And so the moment that it dropped, which was like 3 p.m., I was sitting in my car waiting for my daughter, and I was just like reloading the page. And as soon as it popped up, I was like, 8, paid, good, we're good. And within 5 minutes, like I told Rachel we got it, and then out of curiosity, I went right back to look, and it was all sold out within 5 minutes. So that was wild. It was wild.
So excited.
Yeah, so I don't know how much they ever have to drop at a time, but...
This color, like, just the whole, like, Dear Diary, like, you know, brings me back to middle school. But also, like, these colors, has there ever been a color that is more both of us at the same time?
Pinks and purples.
Pinks and purples with some blues. Like,
blue.
it's so good.
And
Do I have any idea what I'm going to do with this? No, but that's okay.
I think I want 2 of mine to be my bumps on my bumps
Yeah.
bumpy cardigan. So I'll be looking for something that goes with this. I'm going to say at Rhinebeck. So I'll probably bring it with me.
Take them with you, yeah.
And that's it.
That's
No,
it?
It's a lot, but I'm done. Done. Next.
So I have
First,
the Dear Diary, thanks to Kate and her Speedy Fingers. Katie doesn't watch this, so I can show this to you. So Fuzzy Peach Fibers had a like spring garden collection pre-order, and I ordered some of her Astral collection, which I absolutely loved. And I saw one of the colors is called Lathyrus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but Lathyrus is the scientific name for sweet pea.
Oh.
And my best friend and her mom, like Katie was her sweet pea. Her mom died of a brain tumor 2 years ago. So anytime I like see things, I'm like, oh. So especially like 1, the colors are super fun. 2, it's sweet pea. But 3, she has a new base called Joy, and it's 50% alpaca, 25% silk, and 25% linen. Because Katie lives in Florida. So as much as I would like to make us completely matching wardrobes, I can't do that because Florida is hot.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that this would be a really good yarn that won't get too hot. So I'm going to make Katie a geranium cowl with this.
Oh, that's going to be so good.
So I think it's going to be, so I'm really excited to make this for her
soft.
on multiple levels. But like I had Kate squish it before we started recording. Like it's so good. And I just ordered 3 skeins of this Joy base for myself for a different project. It's so good. And I saw another dyer had this base too, but I don't remember who it was. Like just look at like the drape on it just in the skein.
That's
It's
good.
so good. So this is not for me, but it's going to a very deserving person. Also from Fuzzy Peach Fibers, I don't remember if I showed this last time, I got a skein of Elysian from her Celestial collection. I'm going to hold this with, I might get another skein of Elysian at some point, or I might try to find some like electric purple-y kind of matching mohair to make myself another geranium cowl. Because as soon as I made my geranium cowl, I knew I wanted another one in this color. And I showed you my Frankie Gray fibers at the Junk Yarn and Kitty with a Cupcake Trunk show. I got a bunch of pins. I got the Mermaid Polly Pocket pin. I got a Witchy Familiar pin with a black cat because my dolly she's the best. Also, I just love black cats and cats in general. It's a Tamagotchi with a black cat on it. I was going to get it. I got this Spooky Haunted House pin. So those are on my backpack right now, so I can't show you those. But yarn related, oh, I should have worn my earrings. I got this wicked pair of Barbie shoe earrings from Kemper. They're like Barbie shoes that she put holes in, and there's flowers with them, and they're so fun. But on the first day of the trunk show, I had seen this color on her Instagram, and I'm like, oh. So this was the Tour exclusive color. It's called Venus on a Half Shell. It's just delightful.
It is.
So this is on her Boss Sock base, which is 80/20. It's so good. And I had a hard time, like I was going around matching skeins, trying to get 3 that were kind of close to each other. It's got blues and pinks and purples and a little bit of brown, and it's just so pretty.
It's got everything.
It's got everything. It's like going to be the perfect summer tee. And then on Sunday, I had to go back because I knew I would kick myself if I did not grab a Polly Pocket sock skein set.
Well,
so
striping?
It does stripe,
okay.
But so everybody knows I don't make socks. But Emily of Kitty with a Cupcake designs like shawl patterns for sock sets, and she has one that she specifically developed for this color. And it hasn't come out yet, but she showed me a picture, and I'm like, that is what I will be doing with this.
That's so cool.
So Kemper said that this color is a pain in the ass to dye, and she's not dyeing anymore for a while. So once I heard that, it really made me want to go back to make sure I get a skein. It's so fun.
A lot of steps. But then also, she sold a ton of it.
She sold a ton of it and got sick of it. which I like.
That's fair.
Totally fair.
They were like the chillest
They
people.
were so
like,
much fun to hang out with.
I wish that we lived closer
I know.
because
Really, we just hang out.
I know.
It was fun. I think I stayed for like an hour and a half on Saturday and like another hour and a half on Sunday
Mhm.
before my dance recital.
I went both days too. I don't think I hung this Saturday because I had to get home for Brie. But yeah, I went back Sunday too, and I sat with you until they closed.
I only left because I had my recital.
Yeah, but it was cool to just like hang out and like knit with them. They
Yeah.
were very welcoming. I liked that
Me too.
about them.
So
They weren't also like circling the table and like fixing everything you touched. Like...
Camp Raiders did a trunk show last year and came up. She did one this year, so I'm hoping
Mhm.
maybe they'll come up together again next year.
Last year I didn't go because I was still feeling like I was a knitting imposter.
I'm so glad that we've worked on that for you.
I know, and I think that you helped me with that.
Oh, thanks.
Like we had a bunch in common. You're like, let's hang out. And I was like, okay. But inside I was like, no, I don't know how to make friends. I don't know, no. But I'm glad.
Me too. It's hard making friends as an adult, but if somebody
It
likes
is.
yarn, it's like automatically like, all right, we're gonna be
Yeah.
friends whether you like it or not.
And our kids get along.
Our kids do. Oh, God, they love each other.
Brielle
they-
told me she missed Owen today.
Oh,
She was playing with Sam.
I told Dylan
She's
that
like, I miss Owen.
he should bring Owen here after he picks him up from daycare.
Hmm.
He probably won't,
Okay.
but I told him he should. They love each other. So they get to play and we'll mediate occasional tantrums and we
Mhm.
get to hang out. It's like a win-win for everybody.
It is a win-win. Yes.
This is not a new acquisition, but this is something that I want to get started. I started trying to do it. So it's an 80 stitch provisional cast on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do the crochet thing again.
Okay.
So I tried a different method and I think it did work. I just bungled it. So I'm going to try it again when it's also not 11 o'clock at night and I'm exhausted. My eyeballs are burning.
What's it for?
This.
Oh.
So I got this yarn. It's also Flora Morganite because this probably is my favorite La Bianame color. Like anything that has this, like Tangiopia, this one, like any of the ones that have this real punchy pink in them, I just love them. So on Local Yarn Store Day, I got two skeins. We all did.
Yeah.
We got two skeins of Felix and Flora Morganite, which is lace weight. Then it's like 710 yards. And I'm like, all right, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but I will figure something out. And after doing some digging around on the Rav, I decided I want to make the Kutar top, which is yet another Sari Nordland pattern because I just love her patterns. So the Kutar top is modeled after her Kutar sweater, but it's a tank.
Is it bottom up?
It is not bottom up.
Okay.
It's provisional because you do an I-cord afterwards.
Ooh.
So this is going to become the Kutar top, and I want to get this started and get ready with that provisional cast on because the ruffle tank is just garter at this point.
Mm-hmm.
The shawl is going to be garter for a while until I hit the brioche panel. Like when I need something that will be engaging,
yeah,
I want to have this ready to go. So it's a lace up to like here, and then it's stockinette. And then you knit it flat, and then you join them together with the I-cord.
Oh, I didn't
Let me
realize
show you.
that. That's cool.
So it's not like a tank shape. It's like an up.
Almost like
It's
a
like a-
bib.
Yeah, it's a different
Apron?
kind of. It's a different kind of shape. I don't know
It's
where I put
almost
my
like a
phone.
halter.
It's kind of, it's kind of like a
not.
halter, but it's not. Like the straps are like here and go
Mhm.
down like this. They're like real close to your neck. So this is gonna be my fun cast on, and like I said, instead of hot girl summer, we're having hot neon girl summer because
Hot pink summer.
that's where I'm at. Hot pink summer, but this isn't pink.
That's
So
true.
it's just hot neon
summer.
neon summer. Neon summer is where we're at. And I also ordered
As
some
like knit in
things.
gray.
I also ordered some things
Oh, you
that aren't
did?
here yet.
Oh, I told you
Yeah.
about my things. My Mad Tosh, Rios, and Cowboy.
I ordered more yarn
And
from
some Paleo
Southern
Botany.
Peach Fibers because I wanted some yarn on that base.
Mm-hmm.
And then she also had like a whole sweater's quantity of Oopsie yarn for like half off. So I got all of them. And then I ordered a Hocus Pocus Halloween countdown box.
You
From
did.
Fangirl Fibers.
13 or 31?
13. I couldn't afford the 31, but I had too much wine and I'm like, screw it, I'm ordering the box. And then I ordered yarn from the Scranton Stitcher because she's doing a Gravity Falls end of summer countdown box. And I love Gravity Falls. It is the cutest show. My students got me into it like 5 years ago. It's so cute. I love it. I'm actually rewatching the whole series right now. I'm almost at the end. It's quick. It's like 40 episodes, and they're like
Okay.
20-minute episodes. It's so
I never
cute.
watched
It's on
it.
Disney Plus.
Okay.
It's animated. It's about these twin siblings, Mabel and Difford, that go to live with their great uncle or their grunkle Stan for the summer. Grunkle Stan. And he owns like the mystery shack, and it's like super hokey, but there are like real mysteries and magical things going on, and it's like
That's cool.
putting all the pieces together. It's such a fun show. It's so cute. So I had to order the box.
Can't wait to see it.
You and me both.
I keep thinking that I don't want any advents at all, but I remember last year I loved the Mermaid's Pearl advent so much that I might get theirs.
Then do that.
I think pre-orders go up in July.
Yeah, they go up July 1st, I think. I will not be getting that
I
one.
always think it was July 1st.
Because I have enough advents.
I know, but then I'm also like, I really liked that one last year, but who knows if I'll like it this year. But
it's,
also,
I think
have I used my advents?
Well, I think it's a good hybrid advent because you're opening things every day, but it's not all yarn.
Right.
It's like
Sometimes
tools
like a
and
a
cream. Yeah.
tools, yes.
Yeah. So I only got one
If I get one, it'll be
holiday
something
advent.
like that.
I don't blame you. That one I think would be a good fit for you. Just pulling up questions.
Oh yeah. One question I got from Janet on my Instagram was, will we see Ralph Knits R.I.? Not today, Janet. He's at work. Not today. He says he'll never be on the camera, but we'll see.
I could
We'll
probably
see.
get Dylan on here if I asked. Yeah, see? I want to do this, but like with a shawl.
Yeah.
What else did we get for questions?
Oh, there was one. Do you like to swim? Do you prefer the pool
Oh, yes,
or the ocean?
Tania. So, yes, I like to swim. I want to be a mermaid. Like, come on now.
We should get you a tail. Like the girls who like underwater and they have the oxygen.
Don't think I haven't thought about it.
And like the tail and
Don't think I haven't thought about it.
That would be a lot of fun. I would do that with you. I also swim.
I wish they had just like an experience where you could like do it for a day. Like that's what I want.
They do.
They
They have
do?
it somewhere in Florida because when
Oh.
I used to watch Floribama Shore, this girl Amy.
What the hell is that?
It's trash TV. It's trash TV.
Floribama Shore.
Floribama Shore. It's kind of like Jersey
on MTV?
Shore, but it was Floribama. It's on MTV.
Oh my god.
It's like people who go down to live in a house together and all the debauchery they get into.
Oh dear.
They were a younger group, although I want to say when Jersey Shore started, they were probably young too, but I thought they were older because they're older than me. But anyway, they get into trouble and all this kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, this girl, Amy, calls herself as something Princess Mermaid, or maybe just Princess Mermaid. And she wanted to go for a mermaid experience, and they found a place where you can get like the tail and like
Well then, we should add that to our bucket list.
someday for it. So I think it's somewhere in Florida that you can go do that for the day.
Do you prefer to swim in the ocean or a pool?
Pool probably. I do like the ocean. Don't love the seaweed that ends up in my suit or the sandiness. I prefer a pool for like if I was gonna swim laps. I like to do the pool. I do love the ocean.
Like I feel like I don't really swim in the ocean. Like I go in and like cool off and like splash around and float a little bit.
A little, yeah.
But I don't really swim. But I prefer the whole experience and ambiance of going to the beach.
Yes.
I go, I have
Me
my
too.
chair, I have my yarn, I have a snack. There is no child that I am responsible for because I will not take Owen to the beach. I get to hang out and do my own thing.
Can we take them together to the beach?
We
I
could
think
try.
they'd be fine together.
We could try.
They wouldn't. Then we'll have to sit in the water.
Yeah.
I don't know. Braille does not sit still, so I don't love to take her to the
neither
beach.
does Owen.
Although I went to Compass Rose Beach the other day with like girls from work and their kids, and it was so chill because it's not busy and it's a small beach.
So maybe that one.
Not
we could.
like the nicest of sand, but it's also dog friendly. So there were like dogs and people fishing, and
Okay.
it's kind of chill.
So maybe we just got to find a chill. But like
Yeah.
Mackerel Cove, we could take them too because
Mm-hmm.
it's like not huge. It's like maybe double the length of your house.
Oh, okay.
Like
Never
it's
heard
so,
of it.
It's in Jamestown. This one we got to pay $20 for,
Got
but
it,
it's
got
such a nice beach.
I was told of another beach that you have to pay to get on, but there's like rocks, like outcrops. No, outcrops. Like it looks like you're somewhere else, kind of. And I think it's in Middletown.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to try all the beaches.
Yeah, I'm down to try all the beaches.
But yeah, so this one was a free beach.
Okay.
It has a small parking lot, but it's It's not super busy. Down in Quonset. But
Quonset.
anyway, Quonset, down where Ralphie works. Anyway, so fun fact about me, I was my high school swim team captain.
You were on the swim team?
I was on the swim team.
Oh.
I'm like,
really?
I
I
was a
did not know
swimmer.
this about you.
I was a swimmer. Like my whole life, I was a competitive swimmer. And in high school. So what's really funny is I get like performance anxiety. So like my times were so much better at practice than at meets. Like I sucked at meets so bad, but I loved it. And so sometimes I'll still go to the pool that I practiced and swam at in Warwick near
McDermott.
and swim there. We bring Breezy, me and my mom and Bree. And sometimes I swim some laps while she and my mom like float around in the shallow end and play
That's
with noodles.
nice. Yep.
But yeah, so
Did not look. I'm learning all these things.
yeah, I was more of a distance swimmer than a sprinter. So like the 500 was my thing. So like
I was on
20
the
laps.
swim team in 5th grade for a year at the Y, and then
Solid.
I started freaking out because my grades were going down, and so I quit.
Got it. I'm definitely more of an individual sports person. People at work got into pickleball this year, and I think that sounds like fun. I think I could do that. Like more low-key
I
tennis.
just laugh. It sounds so ridiculous.
The name of it or the doing of it?
All of the things.
All of it. Kind of silly, but
All of the things.
I'm into it. What else do we have for questions?
We have, how do we learn to knit? I learned at after school care because I didn't want to hang out with the other kids, and somebody would come in and teach those of us that wanted to learn.
That's
so
cool.
been doing this for a little while. Your mother-in-law taught you, right?
Yep. Hi, Sherry. Yep, my mother-in-law taught me. One Sunday, they were having like a football party at their house, and I was never super into like watching sports.
Sports ball is for snacks.
Yes, I was there for the socialization and the snacks, and like it's my, well, not my in-laws yet, but my boyfriend's parents, and Ralph was into it, and so I would go. But then I'd just been finishing up my master's, and I was telling Ralph and everybody who I could talk to that I wanted a hobby. Like I always read, but I was like, I want something to do.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be painting, but I'm not that great at it. I don't really love it. Like in my head, I can do so many great things, but on canvas, no. And I didn't really get into like learning how to do anything. But she was knitting, and she taught me how to make a scarf, and I sat there and I made like half a scarf that day, and just like garter, knit. And then she's like, oh, well, how about you try to make this? I think it was like a dish scrubby. It was like a poinsettia dish.
Oh, yes, I've heard
rag.
you.
Oh, yeah, and I turned it at some point, and it was like
A mess.
an infinity thing. It was twisted. But anyway, I kept it for a little while, and I threw it away. But after that, I was born, and my love for yarn and knitting and YouTube picked up
Oh, yes.
from there.
Yep.
I learned so much. So, like, if you know how to do the knit stitch, you can figure out how to do the purl stitch, and then from there you can do yarn overs and increases and knit
So
two
many
togethers
things.
and slip knits, and then eventually brioche, and yeah. So, yeah, but I have my mother-in-law to thank for that, so I'm grateful.
My mom was asking me, she's like, I think I want to learn how to knit. I'm like, you're a lefty. She's like, you can teach me. I'm like, I can't teach you. You
Yeah.
gotta go see somebody who can teach lefties.
Or just teach her how to do it righty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, you don't want me teaching you. You want somebody who's not going to get as frustrated as I am.
That's true.
It's different when it's your parent.
That's true. They'd be like, why are you not getting this? This
Right.
is in our blood.
It is, although I think it's from my grandmother, my Grammy, my dad's mom's side, not my
Mhm.
mom's side, because she's always said like, whatever it is, like needle pointing, not
Mhm.
like on the plastic canvas, and like
Mhm.
making ornaments and stuff, and yeah.
My Grammy also was a knitter and crocheter, but she never really did it around us.
Oh.
So like she would gift us things.
Yeah, she
But-
didn't really do it around us either, but
we never really saw her doing it.
I didn't see her a lot, period. She lived in Florida.
Same. Florida and then New Hampshire. So I didn't see her a ton either, but I kind of wish that I had. I always kind of wish that she taught me, but she was also probably in this mindset like, this is my thing. I don't want to sit down and teach my young grandmother how to do this. It was, and I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. I do kind of want to get something going at school next year maybe if there's.
I'm hoping I can get more going with Yarn Club. I have a couple of kids that stuck it out till the end, so I'm hoping I can
Nice.
build it up more this year.
Right.
But again, we're not talking about school.
Oh yes, no, not school.
We're not
school.
talking
I
about
need
school.
more. We need more.
Question: Baubles, yay or nay?
Nay.
I love baubles.
I hate
My
knitting
name
them.
is Beaches and Baubles. Knitting baubles is not my favorite. Crocheting baubles is way easier.
Yeah.
Yes, so much easier. But I have found ways to knit baubles that are way less fiddly. There's videos on the YouTube. I can't remember who makes them, but that's what I did for my Celeste from Nordland. It's like there was an easier way to do it than the one I did for my Kobook.
There is a tea by Samantha. Is it
Guerin.
Samantha Guerin? Who did the?
Which one? Which
It's
tea
got
are you talking
baubles.
about?
Got baubles.
Which one has baubles?
I don't know. It might be one coming out.
Oh, maybe. So
I want to say she posted it
Let's see.
this past week.
So Kate says no. I love baubles.
I mean, I'll do them. Like I did them for the Kobu cat, and I feel like it was just too many baubles, and I was like, I'm over these baubles. Maybe.
And then we also got, there's no baubles on that. The Pampas.
No, it wasn't that. Maybe it wasn't her.
Yeah, I don't think she has baubles.
It wasn't on the Pampas?
Mm-mm. Doesn't look like it. It's just lace.
Maybe it wasn't her then, because it was something with lace and
Oh,
baubles.
all right. Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, that looks good.
I know. I'm like,
I would love to be at Gray's
right now?
right now.
Right now. We also got favorite summer yarns. So I feel like I'm being more experimental this year. Like, so this is the Sea Isle cotton from Plymouth Yarns. So it's the 50-50 merino cotton blend. It's really nice. The yarn from Fuzzy Peach Fibers, it's alpaca, silk, and linen, is just delightful. I feel like in summer you just need a good drape.
Yeah.
And something that's light. I mean, I wear wool all year round. I'm wearing a cardigan today. Am I a little bit warm? Yes, but I'm gonna wear it anyway.
Beautiful. I haven't been too experimental with summer yarns. I also haven't really tried any. Years ago, I knit a tank top, the tulip tank. I forgot by who, from my mother-in-law. And I did it in like a cotton linen blend. Was not good. It had like almost like sticks in it. It had like rough fibers.
It softens the more you wear it.
Hurt my hands.
Yeah.
Hated knitting it.
Yeah.
Did not love it.
Yeah.
Did not love it. So I thought I just hated it. So these past few summers, I've just been knitting like things I could wear in the fall or the winter. So this cotton that I got from Junk Yarn was super surprising to me because it is so soft.
The problem I have with cotton is that it is so heavy.
Oh.
It is a heavy, heavy fiber. Like once you like knit with it and it's worked up, like if you felt Kemper's hat, it is heavy. So I really like blends.
It'll grow. Yeah, this is not a blend.
A wool cotton blend or a linen cotton blend, like blends I feel like are better than just straight up cotton because it is so heavy.
We will see. So this is my experiment.
But if you're doing lace, then it should be lighter.
And I was thinking I was going to make it maybe cropped, so if it stretched out, it wouldn't be too, like it wouldn't look sloppy.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And I plan to wear it with white jeans.
Ooh.
White jeans.
New white jeans.
Yeah. No, I have white jeans that I don't wear like anywhere. And I almost feel like I have to bleach them every time I wear them. But I wore them out for my like birthday dinner. But like I can't wear them anywhere with my daughter because I know I'm gonna have like ketchup.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna have a ketchup.
I'm surprised
on
my
leg.
linen pants my white linen pants haven't been destroyed yet.
I know you're doing good
so far. Knock on wood.
I'm gonna have like a ketchup palm print on my ass.
Oh, enzyme spray.
My daughter's awake. She's
You're being
yelling
paged.
for me. Mama.
We also got questions from Angie today. So knitting fails. I'd say the one that comes to mind that I told her about earlier is my second sweater. I was pregnant. My hands are starting to hurt. And I decided, I'm like, all right, it was the Saturday morning sweater from Dragon Horde Yarn. Super simple, like just skinny sleeves, big baggy body. The yarn I ordered was sport weight, and it was supposed to be Aran weight.
Oh,
So I'm knitting it. I'm like, this isn't right. And so I ripped it out a few times, and I'm like, eventually I was like, you know what? I can't do this. And so I still haven't made the sweater, but I did use the yarn for something else.
Okay.
So the yarn got reclaimed, but it was, so that, and I guess we can also call all of my sweaters that don't fit correctly because I don't gauge swatch also fails.
Yeah. My, I guess, first real project, my little poinsettia scrubby that I twisted at some point in the round. That was a fail, but not a huge one because I was process knitting that more than product knitting. Like, I didn't want a poinsettia scrubby, but I wanted to learn how to read a pattern, work on a small project, learn how to do lace, increases, decreases, work in the round. So I learned a lot from that, but it was ugly.
That's okay. You learned.
Ugly. And it was twisted. So what I used it for, and I didn't, but then I also didn't want to wash dishes with it because I made it. So it ended up being like a wine bottle bib that I just like tossed over. It's so funny. Like, it didn't look right. It was like a collar for a wine bottle.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. Yep. I love that.
And another fail that I think is going to be a fail, and that's partially why I'm afraid to finish it. My rose cardigan.
I figured.
That was supposed to have like provisional cast-ons that I didn't do, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm just going to cast on long tail, and I was like, okay, so I'm going to have seams where I'm not supposed to have seams, and I think it's going to be too small. We will see.
That's okay. We all have fails.
I'm also like, should I just measure it at this point, and then when I pick it up maybe sometime this summer, decide if I'm just going to rip this thing out and start it again. But then I also don't know if I have enough yarn.
You can always rip it and reclaim it for a different project.
Good.
I have, the last couple of years, I feel like I've really been the queen of like, it's not bringing me joy. Mm-hmm. I'm like Marie Kondoing my projects. It's not bringing me joy. I'm not going to enjoy this. All right.
I need to do that.
I frog it, or if it's really too much, like I just trash it.
I need to get more into with my stash. What's the new show? The death cleaning show. You don't have Netflix.
I got rid of Netflix because fuck
them. Like, I don't know if it's Icelandic or Scandinavian, like death cleaning, and it's not so morbid as it sounds, but it has the mindset like you can't take it with you. Someone's gonna have to clean this up when you go. Kind of, don't be a hoarding asshole. So that's where I'm kind of at with the yarn. But as I say that, as I have like 20 skeins of yarn in front of me. But I want to try to be more mindful.
I feel like it's definitely, as I've gotten better at knitting and I've more figured out my taste, it's definitely gotten easier to be more mindful. Like, I also applied to test that Tiffany Lynn pattern that Kate is testing, and I have yarn I could use for it, but I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm actually going to like the finished sweater. So I backed out of testing because I was still testing this cardigan. I'm like, I have enough going on right now. Like, I'm going to take a break from this one. So it's being like, okay, like I recognized just because I like the designer and I had yarn I could use doesn't mean that it necessarily needs to be for this pattern.
I really like that sweater. I like all the texture sections.
See, there you go. And so that's for you and it's not for me, and that's okay.
It is okay. Next question.
How do we, this is more of a conversation piece. So Angie's like, I see this on Reddit all the time where people are like making fun of the people that are like, I made this thing for my boyfriend's cousin's sister's friend's husband's daughter. Like, and they don't like it. And I am heartbroken. So like, how do you like determine if someone's knit worthy? How would you go about making something for someone? Like, what if you got something you didn't like that somebody made you, and or like you made something for somebody and they didn't like it? So I feel like that's a lot of
yeah.
But I feel like I would never just surprise somebody with something. I would be like, okay, like my friend is pregnant with twins right now. We have Blip and Blop, and I'm going to have to make Blip and Blop sweaters. Once they don't know what they are yet, they find out next week. So once they have names, I'm going to have to make them Weasley sweaters with their initials on them.
That's cute.
So I'm going to be consulting with Sifra and be like, okay, like you mentioned this. Is this something you actually want? Like what colors are you thinking? They're going to be little Christmas babies.
That's cute.
I'm so excited for them. It's like ridiculous. It's like, what colors do you want? Like, do you still want Weasley sweaters? Do you want a different pattern? Like, here are some options. So it's, I feel like you can't really just straight up surprise somebody with something.
Right.
Because then you're really taking the chance that they're not going to like it.
Right.
And also this friend is super knitworthy. Like, I have made shawls that don't bring me joy anymore. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like you are the person who would like this. Like, you can say no, but like, I'm like, if you would like to pick some like among these shawls, like feel free to take the ones that, are speaking to you. So like, I know this person is knitworthy. My mom, I love my mother. She's like, when do I get a sweater? And I'm like, how do I tell my mom? I don't trust you to actually take care of things properly. So I don't want to make you something. And then it becomes a whole thing.
Right.
So I feel like it's an involved question and it's an even more involved answer. But I feel like I can't just straight up surprise somebody with something. Yeah. And what I do with my mom is when I go through my stuff and I'm like, actually, I'm really not wearing this. I'm like, Mom, here, like, do you want this sweater that I made that's amazing? But I don't really wear it anymore. She's like, oh, you're giving me your cast offs? I'm like, I made this. Yeah. It's not a cast off. But then I if I never see her wear it or if something happens to it, like I've already gotten what I want to out of it. Right. And now you can enjoy it next.
You can ruin it if you do, and I won't be heartbroken.
Right.
Right.
So
that makes a lot of sense. I've never knit anything for anybody expecting. But if I were, I would make sure that it could be machine washable.
Oh yeah,
especially if it was someone who
the baby sweaters will be acrylic.
Who definitely wasn't into like fiber arts themselves to like really understand. Like obviously people know wool shrinks, but like you might not think about it.
Like if you're going to, why would you knit a cashmere baby sweater? They're just gonna puke on it.
No, I know.
Or like why would you make something for this? Sweater. So I feel like it becomes a problem when the gifting is more about the gifter than the giftee. Here, I made this for you. Look, didn't I do awesome? Aren't you going to compliment me?
Yeah.
It's not about
you.
It's not about them. It's about you.
Right. Somebody knitworthy, I would say.
Or they're paying you for it, and then I don't care what happens to it.
Compliments like the work that you do. Also, you consult with them. My mom is somebody I don't have to consult with, and I just know like what color she likes and what would look good on her. So like I made her a geranium cowl for her birthday.
Yes, I love that.
Loved it. She loved it. And then proceeded to wear it every single time I saw her all winter long.
So then yeah.
This might be a flop, but my parents, years ago, I made them hats for Christmas. And I thought they were the greatest hats ever until on Christmas morning they tried them on and they were so tall. Like that, there was so much extra hat. So now that I'm better at things, I might make them new hats. But
that's what I was actually.
My dad's been wanting mittens.
That is a great example. So when I was in college, I made friends for all my hats for Christmas because it's college. And
you made hats for all your friends?
Yeah.
Not friends for all your hats?
Whatever I said. I'm going to blame this. I'm going to take another sip.
I'm sorry. I knew what you meant.
I'm going to make friends for all my, as I spill it on here. I should make friends for all my hats, Kate. But,
that'd be funny. Like, hello, nice to meet you. We're friends. It's like a ceremony. You've been hatted.
You've been hatted. So anyway, I made hats for all of my friends in college.
Oh, that's
and one
really
of my
sweet.
friends is like, I still have that hat you made me. I'm like, oh my God, one, thank you. But two, oh my God, I can do so much better now. So we're gonna be staying with her for Alumni Weekend next year. So, because she's like, don't get a hotel, just stay with me. I'm like, are you sure you want to deal with an Owen? So when we go down next year, I might give her my hype hat.
Oh.
And I might make her like the cowl or something to go with it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Because clearly but also she's just a lovely person.
Yeah.
And she's one of those people like, we don't talk on a regular basis, but like when we get to see each other, it's like no time has passed at all.
Yes, that's awesome. I don't consider my daughter knit worthy
Oh,
yet.
God,
'Cause
no.
she does not stop growing, and
No.
she is so tough on clothes.
So tough on clothes.
So tough on
I'll make
clothes.
one. Like I'll make us hats.
Yep, I made him hat. I made
You
her.
You did make her a hat.
I made her hat.
And a mitten.
2 hats and 1 mitten. She hates them all. She loves store-bought hats and mittens.
I gotta make Owen a new hat. I made him a Hey hat.
Hmm.
I think I need to make him an Elmo hat.
That'd be cute.
I don't know. But I made us matching hats. But then he only wants to wear my hat and then he runs away and thinks it's funny.
Yeah. Kids.
There's something else. I
They're
didn't
rough.
even show you these pictures. I posted these on Facebook. So I'm like, oh, God. So he's cute.
Oh, he is cute. Instagram
And then
versus reality.
he strangles me.
Yes. Brielle loves
Instagram
piggyback.
versus reality.
Breezy loves piggyback
Like-
rides now, but it's like, let me get behind you and give you like a chokehold.
Right.
And you walk around the house.
Oh, God. The chokehold, man.
Mm-hmm. So my mom's super knit worthy. I'd say my dad is too. My dad really wants a pair of alpaca mittens. And I've been really scared of alpaca, but I know now I know I need to get a blend.
Yes.
So I had gotten some yarn years ago at the Gatsby Day Art Festival
Ooh.
from don't know where.
There's somebody who had yarn.
1 year. I haven't gone in a while, but there was one
I
year.
went last year. There was no yarn.
I went on a Sunday, and it was like people with a local alpaca farm. I don't know how local. I could tell you the 2 women. So it was a woman and her daughter. They were both Asian. So I don't know if that would be the family that a student of yours had an
No.
alpaca farm. Okay. But yeah, they had alpaca yarn, and I picked out some colors that I liked. But I have no idea if it's just straight alpaca or if it's an alpaca nylon anything or
What you could do too is you could
hold it with something.
hold it with something.
Yeah, I definitely could do that. So he wants a pair of alpaca mittens.
Or you could tell him it's alpaca, but he won't really know.
No, I'll give him what he wants. I won't lie.
Okay.
But, I did have merino, and I did because I think he thinks or thought before I showed him other yarns that wool was scratchy.
I mean, I did too. Like my skin, I'm allergic to bubble bath. My skin is extremely sensitive,
Mhm.
and I'm like, wool, ugh.
Yeah.
And even like non-superwash, I'm like, oh, I can't do that. It's so rough. But like, you find the right person who processes it correctly, because whatever Sam does to her yarn, because she's like, we all buy our yarn from the same place, but it's how you process it afterwards that really lends itself to what it feels like.
And that was wild to know when she said that everybody gets their.
Yeah. I mean,
yarn at
I've
the
bought
same
blank
place.
yarn from there too.
Okay, we're good. Just making
So,
sure.
it's how you process it too. But like her non-superwash is so nice. It is not itchy at all. It's
Low battery,
okay.
10%. We're still recording. though.
Okay. It's not itchy at all. It's really soft. It definitely left more of like a film on my hands when I was knitting from all the lanolin. But
yeah.
other than that,
Any more questions?
that was it for questions.
Can we wrap it up? Since
We can wrap it up.